Alright, so we're going to repeat it on here. So this is a hip and leg stretch. Hamstrings, quads, hip flexors, glutes, you know the score. So can you get yourself down onto the mats, just bend your legs and just take a nice slow roll down to get you into the floor really. So roll it down safely through your spine. Good, and then take yourself out into a nice big stretch, legs long. Good, arms right over the top, so point into your toes there. I'm going to give your toes a little wiggle. Actually, I'm going to flex my feet and kind of move around intuitively with my feet and toes, maybe wiggle it out. Good, and then just bend your right knee in towards your chest, squeeze it. Now when you squeeze it in, I want you to make sure your left leg stays on the floor, alright? Now you're going to lift your head up and squeeze your nose as close to your knee as possible without letting your left leg lift at all. It's quite hard that, isn't it? Push the left leg down. Good, and then release it off. Take yourself back out into a long stretch. And then bring the left knee in and then squeeze it up. If you hear any weird noises, it's not me making noises from my bottom, it's me doing back farts with my sweat on the mat, which is joyous. Alright, so I just want to tell you that, clarify any points here. Good, and then bring yourself all the way back. Bend both of your legs. Take your legs over to the right, take both arms over to the left. Alright, switch it out. Good, and then just change it and take it out. So your legs are going one side, both arms and your head are going the other. Good, and then come back. Take the soles of your feet together, let your knees drop out and hold the opposite elbows. Breathe, slow your breath down a little bit. Good. Alright, slide your feet away from you, but you've still got them together. Take the arms over the top of your head, and I want you to roll up to sitting with your feet together, and we're going to stretch up, okay? We're going to roll back down, using that spine to roll, so push your feet onto the floor, roll down. And we're going to do that 2 or 3 more times. So roll it up, tuck your chin and squeeze. Imagine there's a weight sitting on top of your feet. And then roll the spine back down. Lovely, back down, back down, back down. So nice and slowly. And then take your arms over. Last one then. So exhaling as you roll it up. Good, squeeze. Nice, and then release it off. Lovely. All right, so keep your feet together. Take your arms into like a little round shape and just lean forwards. Good, now straighten up. Good, lean forwards. So you should be getting back stretch and kind of into your hips as well. Good, now when you do it the next time, straighten your arms out. Good, now bring them back. So coming back like this and going forwards like that. Forwards. Good, and then bring it back. Like you're trying to touch your knuckles onto the wall in front of you. Good, and back again. Good, 2 more, so forwards. Good, and back. Lovely, last one, forwards. Good, and back. Now, take your hands around your ankles. Take a really big deep breath in and take your forehead towards your heels. So we're going down this time, not forwards. So that should give you a really nice lower back stretching into your hips. Good, and then bring yourself all the way back up. Now your legs have been out for a while now, so take your hands behind you and slowly close your legs up. Good, now bring your feet really close, like squeeze them tight and take them over to the side. They're tight towards you, this. They're tight little, kind of a tight little windscreen wiper. Good, then back to the centre. Do it again. Good, centre, and do it again. So I've got my foot, it's stacking on top of the other one when it goes over. My hands are staying flat on the floor, so I'm not lifting my palms up to get that knee over. Yeah, squeeze your knees together, like you've got one leg. Got it? Good, now take the legs a little bit further away, walk them out, and take them to hip distance apart. Now do the same thing again, yeah? Good. So you kind of take them a bit further away now, you can speed it up a little bit now. Good, nice, and then take them 1 inch further away, but take them as wide as the mat. And do the same thing again. Again, don't lift your hands up behind you. Make sure you're kind of getting into your hips. You'll also start to feel that in your front shoulder, all right? And again, so your legs are as wide as the mat and you're touching both knees down. Super. Ace. All right, next thing, slide the left leg out, bring yourself up, take the right knee and pull the knee back into the chest a little bit, and you should have a gap about this big between your foot and your other leg, all right? So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're then going to take your left hand behind you because you're going to use it to hinge. You're going to take your right arm up into the air. You're going to take a really nice big deep breath, and you're going to take the shoulder inside your knee and you're going to hold it. Now, if you can, you're going to reach around the back of that leg and interlock your hands in a clasp behind you, like a bind. Now, all I want you to do now is make sure your knee hasn't dropped out to the side, all right? So you're going to use your inside thigh muscles to straighten your leg back up. Now you're going to flex your left foot. You're going to take a really big deep breath in, and you're going to take your face as close to your knee as possible. And you're going to hold it for about 10 seconds. Flex foot, forehead down. Breathe. Good. 3, 2, 1, and then release it. Unbind your hands, unbind them. Good, now take your foot across the opposite knee, so it's over. Use this hand and this hand, so we're going to go like this. Alright, all I want you to do is just support yourself with your hand behind, and you're just gently pushing into this knee. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? Good, keep going. 10, 9, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can either leave that leg out in front, or you can fold it underneath you. You're now going to put that foot on the floor. Got it? You're now going to take this hand, and you're going to take it on the outside of your knee. If you can't get it there, you're going to just use your arm to hinge you round, okay? This foot needs to come towards your left hip, alright? So you're going to take a nice big twist round to the back of the room, alright? So you're going to use that arm to pull forwards and pull round. Use the back hand to draw that spine round. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, twist. Make sure you're not leaning backwards, guys. The top of your head is up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and then release. And unravel your poor little legs. Unravel them. Alright, all I want you to do now is spine roll 3 or 4 times. Just massage that out. Breathe. 3 more. Good, well done. 2 more. Good, well done. 1 more. When you come up this time, shoot the right leg out long. Good, now pull this left leg in and sit right up onto your sit bones. Use your right hand behind, don't forget the little gap, to take a really big deep breath in, and then you're going to lean forwards and take that take that shoulder as close inside that left knee as possible. Good, now reach round the back, see if you can bind your hands. If you can't bind them, just keep reaching back with the one and pushing the other one in, alright, to the floor. Alright, so now make sure your knee hasn't dropped out to the side, so you're going to use your inside thigh to pull it back. Flex the right foot, big deep breath, and take your face down towards your right knee. But really think about what that left knee's doing. Try to not let it kick out to the side. 10 seconds. Flex your foot. Slow your breath down. Good. All the way, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release. Come all the way back out. Good. Take your left foot, put it across the top of your right knee. Not on top of your actual kneecap, it's above on the quad. Alright, right hand behind, left hand, gently push. Good, just keep going. Nice, keep pushing it. Push, 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 push. So don't let your knee do it, because obviously your knee could do that. Just let your leg drop, use your arm to do it. Yeah, we're pumping the blood around that hip joint. Good, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. Now you're going to fold the other leg underneath you, and then take that left foot down to the floor, and you're going to kind of walk it back towards your right hip, all right? So you kind of turn yourself into a little knot. Okay, this arm on the outside of that one. God, that's tight, this side, isn't it? Like turn yourself into a knot. All right, left hand behind you, and then you're literally going to turn around and look right behind you. But don't lean back, you've got to keep your spine lifted. Really nice big twist through that left glute. Should be a nice big stretch there. Good, 5 seconds. So top of the head up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and then return. Unravel your poor little legs, give them a little shake out. Okay, cross your legs, rock over the top of them. Good, uncross them, bring yourself into a box position. All right, now lift the left leg up into like a donkey kick position. Extend your leg out, point your toes. Good, now take the left leg over the top of the right one, flex your foot again, look over your right shoulder and push your heel away from you. Now you should get a big release through your left hip, but also into your Achilles and your calf. Hold it. Good, now watch, you're going to lift it up, you're going to drag it, and you're going to put it right by your left hand. Now you're going to push forwards into a hip flexor stretch, lifting your chest up. Right, listen, it's going back where it's just come from. All right, so shift your weight back, take it out, take it across, and look over your right shoulder. Push into your heel. Good, now shift it forwards and lean forwards, lift your chest up. When you do that this time, squeeze your right glute. So you should be getting a right hip flexor stretch here. Got it? Now shift your weight back, slide it back out, take it round and look over your shoulder. And then forwards, squeeze your glute. All right, we're going to add the next bit in. Pull back into a hamstring stretch, dig your heel down, lift your toes up. You can move your hands back if you want to. Come forwards into your hip flexor stretch and you'll lift your chest up. And then take the leg all the way back out, round and look over your shoulder. Right, one more. So we're going to come forwards, hip flexor lift, hamstring pull, shift the weight, take it out and round and over the shoulder. Good. Now lift it up and take it level with your hip. So straight out, level with your hip. All right, so all the way to do now is take the hands a little bit farther forwards and you're going to send your seat back. All right, I just want you to slide your left leg out a little bit more and you're going to hold it. Good, now shift the weight back forwards again and that lovely little left leg is going to come into a pigeon stretch. So fold it underneath you and take the right leg out. Just feed that right leg out. Lift your chest up so you're square over your hips. Make sure you haven't sat on your left bum cheek. All right, and really focus on your kind of alignment, all right? Lovely. We're going to come down onto the forearms. You're going to breathe. And you're going to really concentrate on that left glute. Or if it's too tight, you're not going to concentrate on it at all. You're going to think about something completely different. And you're going to breathe. Focus. Now see if you can get a little bit lower and take the arms out in front of you. Hold it. Good. Squeeze it. Stretch it. Hold it. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now walk your hands back, land your bum and slide the leg round. Take both legs out nice and straight. Hopefully I won't forget that little sequence. Shake it out. All right, spine roll, up and down, spine roll. We're going to do this side and that's it. So roll it. Good, roll it, good, roll it, good. When you come up, go over the top of your knees if you can, send yourself back out into a box position. Lift your right leg up into donkey kick. Good, now extend it out, point your toes, stretch out through that hamstring. Body weight still over the top of your hands there. Take the leg out, over the top of the other one, flex your foot, look over your left shoulder, look at your right foot. Good, really push into the heel, so you're working into the Achilles and the calf and the back of the knee and the bottom of the foot. Good, now shift it up by your right hand. Push into that hip flexor stretch, lift your chest up. You're always trying to get your chest through your arms here. Good, hold it, breathe. Good, now we're going to pull back into hamstring stretch, so dig your heel. Take your face low over the top of the knee if you can. Good, shift the weight forwards again. And lift it up and take it all the way back out, looking back over the left shoulder. Good, so I'm trying to pull it out of your hip and then around your glute and into your hip, yeah? Good, then forwards again. Back into that hip flexor. Don't forget to squeeze your left glute there, lift your chest up, lift your head up a little bit. Good, and then pull back into hamstring stretch, so you're folding over the top of that leg a bit now. Good, now forwards, and now shift it out behind you, hold it. Good, last one then, forwards, push, squeeze your glute, pull back, hamstring, dig your heel in, take your face down, shift the weight forwards, lift it up, take it out, look over your left shoulder, stretch out for that right hip. Good, now you're going to come forwards again. Hang on a minute, no you're not, you're going to come into pigeon. Sure I've missed one out, if I have, souls. Alright, so you're just going to hold it here. Right, listen, ideally in yoga world, your foot should be out at the same height as your knee. Now mine ain't, alright? If you can't do it, you can't do it. So you can only do what you can do, can't you? Alright, if that meant when you put your foot there that you were sat on your bum, there's little point in doing it. So you've got to make sure that it's as high as it can be, but you're sitting square over the top of your hips, alright? It's all work in progress, isn't it? Okay, we're going to come down onto the forearms. Make sure you've got the weight even through both elbows. You're not leaning on the one more than the other. Now make sure your left leg is really nice and straight out behind the back of that left hip. Good, now lower yourself down. Breathe, last stretch guys, breathe. I want you to slow your breath down. Allow the heaviness to come in the hip. It might be screaming, it's fine. As long as it's not pinching, stay there. Just because something isn't very nice does not mean that you shouldn't be doing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then walk all the way back up. Slide it all the way round. Stretch your legs out, shake it. Right, 4 rocks. 1, rock it. 2, roll up and down your spine please. 3, good. Last one. This time just straighten the legs out in front. Send your hips back. Lift your bum up, watch, I'm digging my heels down, I'm sending my bum as far back as possible and then I'm putting it down. Inhale as you stretch up, exhale, forward fold. Imagine you've got that rolled up towel on your thighs and you're lifting your rib cage over the towel, yeah? It's about getting your rib cage forwards. It's a hinge, not a kind of collapse in your spine. Good, now just work it down a little bit lower if you can. Make sure your little toes are pointing up to the ceiling. 10 seconds, tuck your chin in. Again, we're trying to reach forwards with the rib cage. You could use your exhale to get a bit lower. 3, 2, 1, and then release. Lovely, super, super, super duper duper. Hope you enjoyed that lovely little stretch. I will see you all again really soon.